Joe Edgar here, founder of TenantCloud, and I was asked, why we created TenantCloud recently. So my quick response is I had my own portfolio of many single-family rentals, and I was managing it all. I tried to find a software solution that would help me, with this core problem, and there was nothing available. And that core problem was, just to give an example, I had a bathtub that broke. There was dry rot under it, and it kind of sunk into the floor. First of all, the tenant was inconvenienced by doing it, so I had to go look at the problem, talk to them, arrange that. And so that required driving to the north part of the city. That took however many hours. I tried to get 3 bids, and doing that there were about 6 different contractors, and 3 of them didn't even give me a bid back. They spent an hour talking to me while I was there, and I didn't even get a bid from them. And so once I got all that coordinated, that was like a week and a half in my entire weekend, calling and trying to find contractors, calling everybody I knew who could do it, whose schedule was there. And it was a nightmare to put together all the different schedules. Once the contractor I picked finally went over there to fix it, there was a whole nother scheduling nightmare for every single day and every single time getting the tenant and the contractor together. It was like I wanted them to talk, but at the same time, the tenant I'd have issues here, issues there. And then by the end of it, when everything's done, it was like going inspecting it for the final viewing, and then finally, paying the contractor, which was a pain in itself. I had to meet them on a whole separate location, write a check. So I put it all together, the math, and it took me almost 60 hours over about a 3-week period to manage having to fix a bathtub. So I calculated that because I said, okay, well, what's the balance here between getting a property manager and doing it myself? What's the payback here? And so all of those hours and time were unbelievable. Well, now with TenantCloud, we literally made it where a tenant can send you a maintenance request with a picture or a video. You can see what it is, get bids to fix it, select one of them, have them scheduled where they can communicate, and you can see the communication, where they can match their own schedules, do everything, and when they're done, you can see a picture of the finished product and then pay them and have it already scheduled in your accounting. So literally what took me over 60 hours over 3 weeks, I can now do in a matter of seconds on my phone and never even have to go to the property. That is what TenantCloud's core issue is trying to solve. It's really making landlords easier by solving some of the most daunting, mundane tasks that technology really should solve. So when you think of TenantCloud, think of all the problems and time that you're saving.